I just do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Man, almost not alive. In the city of Five, all I can think or say was Mesquite. Try to lend a helping hand while my mom and dad try to pull me away, and that was the day where my life would change. Not realizing it would shape my life, already learned the feeling of strife in this life. My heart grew from a feather to being bigger and tender. And like a dream, the next thing I seen was my mom's face looked like death was awaiting. Running, grabbing garbage bags, she covers the windows in fear of Saddam's chemical weapons. An obnoxious loud siren and that blue screen on television is all I can remember. My heart shriveled up into a ball, crushed as if it was an offender bender. My mom was always there because it was in her soul to care. Not realizing the difficulties in a marriage at that age, the man of the house turned to a bottle out of rage. Bottle in a hand in a nation where no one would dare. He did so and he didn't even care. Realization struck my mom. She had to take us elsewhere. To find a land of opportunity, a land where her children could call home. 4 children, 6, 5, 4, and my brother who was 3. All I ever wished for was a happy family. How my mother and father used to be, I hope my cries to God would be heard and wouldn't be hollow. Things did not change except for the environment the bottle followed. He moved out and did not see him for 15 years. 15 years of wiping all those tears. 15 years of those misconceptions and fears. 15 years of wanting to say, dear Father. I asked my mom how my dad used to be. Kind-hearted person. He was very good to his mother and father. However, everyone tried to take advantage of his kindness. He never said no. Then I heard a soft cry through the phone. I had my own problems and in fear of losing my own dear, hardest part was telling my mother everything was going to be okay today, while voices in my head saying there's no flipping way. But she always believed things would get better. They didn't. It got much, much worse. She felt like somebody took her life, like a thief stealing her purse, her life savings in her purse. Anger was the next stage. Running around back streets with kids trying to get in sync. I wish I took a second to think. I wanted him to drop that bottle. It would have meant to me more than winning the lotto. Feeling a strife return. I was ready to fight, but there was no light. I couldn't see that light. My heart turned cold. I was running around, going to casino, losing all my money. All I had to do was fold. And I thought all this shit was funny. Slowly, I lost my everything, including my dignity. Became an animal so despicable, so filthy. Now I was the one who picked up the beer. Now I was the one who lost hope and went straight to dope. Now I was the one who deviated from the right tradition. Now I was the one who wished Canada didn't move to prohibition. Now I was the one who didn't follow my own intuition. Now I was the one who didn't have no inhibition. I was the man of the house, a man that was lost. It was like a knife splitting my heart into different pieces and somebody stole the core. Get your mark, get set, go. All of a sudden I was in this corporate race. Everyone running around like their heads cut off in a race to where I don't know. Meanwhile I was going backwards in my life in disgrace. How could I look my mother in the face? I don't know who I was. I was a mirror talking to me, running around trying to find a place to flee. This was my only chance I felt. I couldn't stay still. Flew my father back home. The next day I arrived. Long awaited. I was very anxious and impatient. Much older he looked, but the smile was still there. And again the light started to dim. Weeks later, health problems got the best of him. On the way to the hospital he stumbled, but his son grabbed him. Shaking his eyes, he started to close, but I thought he was going to die in my arms. Calling 911 confused, prayed to God. This forever will start my life like a chord, so I proceeded to ask my father to say his last words. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. Silently screaming, blinding sight, fears, tears. Yet there is dark before there is light. From seeds grows good deeds, and from his seed I chose to lead. His time did not come, and I know nothing is forever, but now I am happy, and now I'm behind my father, and now I am to follow. Forgiveness is a blessing, so we should all try not to be stressing and take everything in this world as a lesson. Dying people all over the globe, hardly hearing any stories being told, so I ask myself, who's behind all of this in disguise? Greedy people, all these greedy people and all their lies with our mothers. Shed a tear and start to cry. This is my struggle that I share with you, and I know everybody has their own struggles too. So what can you do? Be good to those who fed you. Orphan children all over the world who are grieving. When it comes to mom and dad, we are in a society where we are the first to be leaving. We have to build patience, stand up and lead. Do it for yourself, not for me. The heart of humanity is falling. We have to step up to the plate because humanity is calling. Who can stop us when we have a dream like Martin Luther King Jr., strength like Ali, heart of Malcolm X with an attitude by any means necessary, the boldness of Rosa Parks, and hope like Obama? No one.